Hey there guys, it's Salis and day 3. Our third Ponderous Pint.
Oh, yes. Granted, I am starting to look a little bit more knackered as these days go on.
Yeah. And,
Ooh.
yeah, we're back at mine because we had to leave early today because we had something to take care of. I blame the cat.
I do as well.
Yeah.
No matter how cute he is.
And as a result, we only got to play one AAA game today, and that was Halo 5 Guardians. And the only thing we really have to say about it is that Microsoft have really mismanaged their booth this year.
Yeah, just a little bit with that one. I mean, the game mode was, what, Domination?
Domination with
Yep.
a 1,000 point win cap.
Yeah, it should really have been down to 500.
Tops.
Yeah, at the most. In order to give, well, a good idea of the game to potential buyers and to manage the queue better, shall we say.
Yeah. And also, could have done without all the issues. I can't really comment on the game because, well, I can comment on the gameplay. I can't comment on sound at all. The Xbox One I was playing it on had no sound whatsoever.
Yeah, the problem was the mic, the headsets, I should say, not microphones. Got a microphone here.
You
What's
fool.
a headset? Yes. Bloopers.
No.
Yeah, the headsets had a separate volume controller, and quite often it was either wedged just behind or tangled up in the cables, and quite often it's very difficult to get to the knob that was on it. I mean, mine was just about reachable.
Yeah, it was appalling. Not to mention, Microsoft is so proud of the Xbox One, they actually had them up on the counters, which resulted in several people turning them off by accident, and there was
Pressing the belly against them, sort of thing.
Yeah, there was no seating at the Microsoft booth. It's all stood up. And
Yeah.
it's not the best managed. It's awful, to be honest with you.
I could only think that perhaps if they placed the Xbox Ones further back, directly under the televisions, perhaps, something like that.
Or just put them in the cupboard below.
Yeah, and we didn't need to see. I mean, yes, it is lovely to see a nice new piece of kit and so on and so forth.
Even though it's a couple of years old now. Yeah.
Relative terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they had been out of the way with the... Maybe having a headset without a separate volume control for each specific console. You know, having them all set at a specific volume. If people found that they were too loud, they could have just put them around the necks or put them on the side. You know,
Yeah.
anything like that, it would have solved a lot of problems, I think.
But the game itself was... it was okay. I mean, the grenades could use a little bit more splash damage, I think.
Yeah. I got a dead-on grenade hit, and it didn't kill him.
No.
I'd already taken down his shields.
Yeah, that's always the thing I've hated with Halo in general. It's like, at least in Call of Duty, you shoot them, they flinch. Yeah, in Halo, his shield fizzles. His shield fizzles.
Yeah,
His shield fizzles. His shield fizzles slightly more, then he's dead.
Yeah.
It's not a... I don't like that style of shooter, I really don't. Don't get me wrong, the design of the weapons is fantastic. The needler looks absolutely beautiful in this.
And granted, I didn't get to use it. I
did.
pretty much spent the entire game just using the assault rifle because I couldn't seem to find where the spare weapons were kept.
Yeah, it's...
My fault.
Nah, the gameplay is fairly standard Halo fare, run around and shoot people. The maps were a pretty big map, actually.
It was absolutely huge by comparison to
I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like in TDM or any of the other game modes, but in Domination the maps are pretty decent. However, there are some serious choke point problems.
Yes.
I can't remember what the name of the map we played on was, but basically when you tried to go through the centre, there was a massive choke point, and if one team got in there, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Then they start bringing in the vehicles and...
Was that the East Armory?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a huge choke point there. It was difficult.
Yeah, and basically the other team just ended up camping that area and just nuking the shite out of anyone
And
until they got a vehicle.
Yeah, granted, I did find a way to, bounce my way in there. Unfortunately, there was always people camping it and stopping anyone getting through and flanking from behind. So,
Yeah, so perhaps map design needs a bit of work.
Yeah, little bit of forethought, I think.
Yeah. After that, we spent most of our day in the indie section, and oh my god, were we happy.
In our element, I might say, yeah.
Yeah, we found some fantastic stuff. I've got video of some of it already. I'm hoping to get some more. I know it means working on a Sunday, but sod it, this is fucking fantastic stuff going on.
We're not living in the 1950s or 60s. You know, everyone works on a Sunday nowadays.
Yeah, true, but we've been all 4 days, man. We need a break. We need to just sit down and play some games without having to record them all.
True.
Hopefully we can get it all done by the morning and just have the afternoon to ourselves.
I bloody hope
Or at least until all the Chinese knockoff batteries die again.
so.
Yeah. Don't never buy Chinese knockoff batteries for a DSLR. It doesn't work very well.
And until all the parents get sick and take their children home because, oh my goodness, all the kids running around, it does my head in.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, we would have spent more time in the over 18s area, but the problem is the fare there is so limited. You've got what is it? Ghost Recon Siege, Tom Clancy's The Division, Assassin's Creed, and Just Cause 3, and that's about all that's in there.
There were a couple of presentations as well, but we didn't bother with those because, well, I mean, what's the point in looking at something you're not actually getting your hands on?
Yeah, because you know it's all going to be pre-rendered anyway.
Yeah, you guys want to see something big or hear about something big. You don't want to hear about, oh, we saw this.
Yeah, we heard this message. We were told to buy this. No, it's not.
Subliminal messaging. Buy me.
Subscribe to this
away.
channel.
Subscribe to my Twitter.
Yeah, but like I said, we found some really cool indie games, and there was one. What was it? Starship Engineer or Spaceship Engineer?
Yes.
That you took a real shine to. We mainly noticed it because there's a big banner above it of a rather handsome space engineer holding his massive tool. Yeah.
It was
We were kind of magnetically drawn to it. But next to that, there was a few games that are on Kickstarter at the moment, and some of them look really promising. And there's also some really early alpha builds of stuff.
Oh, there was one that I sat down and played, and I was very impressed. It was the JRPG.
Yeah, the turn-based one.
It was, you control where your people go in battle, so on and so forth. But the animation, the character models, even the skill sets are beautifully designed, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably not going to cover it, but that's because it's an RPG, and you can't really do a first impressions of an RPG. It's just not possible.
You have to go in depth for that.
Yeah.
There's no point.
I mean, hopefully they'll get back to us when
yeah.
it's released and all that.
Yeah.
I hope it gets Kickstarter funded.
Me
though.
too, because, I mean, I know they intend to finish it anyway, but it would just be nice to see it done with the budgets that the Kickstarter can bring, because that would really do them a huge favour.
Yeah, it's nice to see people on Kickstarter who've got realistic goals.
Yes.
Like, there's one game on there, it's been made by a group of students. They only want £6,000, not £60,000.
Yeah. They know what they can do with the budget they're given, and they know that they can give it the time and effort that it requires to make something beautiful.
They said all it was for is for the licenses for software and music and stuff like that. It's not about paying staff and making sure everyone has a good Christmas office party. And God only knows what Double Fine did with all their money. Ugh.
What money? Also, they would say.
Yeah. No doubt bought themselves a giant champagne fountain for the lobby, you know.
Champagne enemas for the entire staff.
You go dark, dude.
Oops.
And on that note, I think it's safe to say we've had a little too much to drink. So, thank you all for watching. I've been Salis.
And I've been Exodus2169.
Or as I call him, my handyman. Yes, I am going to come up with a new one of those every day. And I will see you next time.